Hey, how's everyone doing today? I have a wonderful art resource for you. It combines weather with art, and there are so many different options for you to get inspired by. Don't feel like you have to choose one. You can make up your own ideas. You can also try all of them. Have a lot of fun. Let's take a look at this. So, we're going to learn a little bit about clouds. Did you know that clouds can actually forecast the weather? If you understand the clouds, you'll be able to know what's coming. So in this lesson, there's different ideas for homemade puffy paint, for sky painting. There's also a tutorial on hand puppets if you want to try making cloud puppets to tell the weather or maybe share some jokes. And there's even an option you can draw a comic strip, turning your clouds into characters. So once you're done with this little demo and you try some of these or one or do some on your own, please upload your photos and videos to Class Dojo so that your teachers and I can take a peek. Okay, so cloud shapes. Did you know there are different kinds of clouds and they predict the weather for us? Here is an illustration showing us some different kinds of clouds, and there's so many different kinds of clouds. The familiar ones are the nimbostratus, the gray stormy one. Sometimes you might see really tall storm clouds. Those are the cumulonimbus. Sometimes you see the cirrus way up high in the sky, and then other times maybe you see the soft, puffy cumulus clouds down low. So let's learn a little bit more about the cirrus cloud. The cirrus cloud is the most common of the high clouds. They're composed of ice and are thin, wispy clouds, blown in high winds and into long streamers. Cirrus clouds are usually white and predict fair to pleasant weather. Cirrocumulus clouds are usually seen in the winter and they indicate fair but cold weather. Here is a nice picture of a field. I bet you guys recognize this kind of a cloud. It's a cumulus cloud. They're white, puffy clouds that look like pieces of floating cotton. They're often called the fair weather cloud, and typically the base of each cloud is flat. And on the top of each cloud, they have the rounded towers or puffy edges. Take a peek when you go outside and see if you notice the flat bottoms to these puffy clouds. The cumulonimbus cloud is one that is known as the thunderstorm cloud. They have high winds and they can it flattens the top of the cloud into an anvil-like shape. And usually they're associated with heavy rain, snow, hail, lightning, and even tornadoes. So the anvil, which is the point, the wispy point of the cloud, points in the direction the storm's moving. So if you ever see this cloud, look for that little wispy point and go the opposite direction and you'll find some nice weather. The nimbostratus cloud forms a dark, gray, wet-looking cloud, and it's associated with continuous falling rain or snow, and it often produces precipitation that is usually light to moderate. So these are your typical storm clouds you'll see on a really rainy day. All right, let's get into some creating ideas. I know you're all excited. So the first idea is to create your very own cloud comic strip. So think about what kinds of possibilities that these clouds have to shine and show you their personalities. So you have a possibility of a dark and stormy cloud. What kind of a character would that be? Okay, and you also have the light wispy clouds. What kind of a character might those be? And you can turn them into a comic strip. So the first step to doing this, I like to get into character and start designing. So here's an idea that maybe can help you. This is what I did. The first one is the fair weather cloud. It says, I'm a fair weather cloud, and probably the first cloud you learned how to draw. I'm cumulus. And then the second one, my name is Cirrus, and I love cold air and flying high in the sky. You'll see me on nice days. And then in the lower side, it says, I'm Nimbostratus, and I'm pretty cranky, and my storm will last until my clouds part. So he's probably going to be more of a character. Now the last one is the anvil character. If you see me take cover, I bring storms, and I move in the direction my hair wisp goes. My name is Cumulonimbus. So you can decide what kinds of a comic strip these characters would be about. Okay, so you get to choose. The second idea is experimenting with puffy paint. So you get to design maybe what kinds of sky you would have with what kinds of clouds, and the materials you need for this are glue, shaving cream, food dye or paint, and a plastic bag. Here is a video to help you learn about it. So you just add your glue and shaving cream inside the bag, squeeze some dye into it or paint, squish it up after it's sealed, of course, and that's going to turn into puffy paint. You can clip the corner and squeeze it out, just like if you were decorating a cake, or you can open it up and paint with it with your fingers or a brush. I recommend using construction paper or something a little heavier when you're painting. But it is pretty cool, so check that out if you have those ingredients at home and you want to try that. Your third option, which is also one of my favorite options, is making your clouds come to life with hand puppets. You can use your hand puppets to tell a forecast, or what I did is I used them to tell jokes, but it's a really fun way to have a nice skit, and make sure you record your videos to share. Here is my demo for how to make a hand puppet, and I have templates that you can print at home so that you can do the same exact hand puppet, and it's super simple. Let's take a look. So the first step, you're going to cut on all the straight lines. And remember, this template is something you can download from Class Dojo. Okay. I made this special for you guys. So you can cut right on those straight lines, and then remember to cut those little tiny slices because that's going to help you with the handles of your hand puppet. Make sure you use an accordion fold when you're folding your hand puppets so that it goes forwards, backwards, and that will help you. You're going to tape your handles together. You want to slide those little pieces together first and then use a piece of tape to secure it. You're ready to go to start creating your hand puppet. Now I gave you a template so that you can make a cumulus cloud, but you don't have to do a cumulus cloud. You can just cut out anything and paste it onto the top of your hand puppet's face. Okay. So the top of your hand puppet is up here where your fingers are, and the bottom half of the face is the chin, okay? And that's where your thumb goes. There we go. You'll see. Always make sure you draw inside the mouth. That's the large opening. Okay, and you'll see that you can add teeth and a tongue. And if you want, you can even put lips on it. Ooh la la. Flare can be used for cotton balls. You can just color directly on cotton balls and give your cloud some hair, or really build it up. Okay. And this is just using construction paper. If your home printer can take, oh, I'm sorry, this is just using regular printer paper.
Hi, my name's Kiwi, and I really like sunny days and just floating in the sky. Ha 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 ha.
My name's Nimbo, and I'm pretty cranky most of the time. I really like storms. Thunder and rain make me happy, actually. Storms.
Would you like to hear a joke?
Yeah, I like jokes.
Okay, here's the first one. What did the raindrop say to the other?
I don't know. What?
Two's company, three's a cloud. Ha!
Yeah, that was pretty good. Have you heard about the one about what the rain cloud wears under his raincoat?
No, I haven't.
Thunderwear! Haha, thunderwear.
That's pretty funny. One more. I've got one more for you.
Okay.
What do clouds want to be when they grow up?
When they grow up? Definitely thunderclouds. That's what I think it is. Am I right?
You are right. The taller the cloud, the stormier they get.
I know a thing or two about that. Oh.
Yeah.
Thundercloud.
Thundercloud. All right, and that concludes our lesson. So let's just take a look. Okay, remember that these ideas are just to get you started. Let the artist inside of you go wild. Okay, that means with your materials and your creativity and all your ideas. I hope to see some really fantastic weather art coming from all of you. Okay, so you guys, let me see if I get my hand puppets. So long for now. Take care and see you next week. Ha ha ha. Bye.